Homie.
Homie.
What's up, dude?
I just been watching all those latest videos of Predator week or so before, kicking the ICE agent's car, knocking and he even had the gun in the back of his pants. Then did you see it? The gun sticking out the back of
Yeah,
his.
I just saw it's unbelievable, man. What do you think is gonna happen? Like, what do you think is gonna like?
But it just proves the point. They didn't shoot him and kill him then, did they? The dumb
No,
idiots. So
yeah,
no.
no. It's just unfucking believable.
But they're peaceful protests.
Yeah, I know. Guy got his finger bit off, and MSNBC is writing peaceful protests. It's unbelievable. They're shooting
But
fire.
it's like they said. I think you even said didn't you say in your video about it too, where it's not happening in Los Angeles or these other big cities where most are being deported from. It's just Minneapolis to take the attention off all the fraud bullshit.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Why is it
I'm glad-
happening just there? Just there.
Yeah. Thank you for watching it, by the way.
Yeah, well, I shared it on the Facebook too. And what about the other thing too? You can tell is fake. Ilma Omar getting squirted with that stuff, and she goes after the guy.
Oh God, it's
Now, if
unbelievable.
that was an unknown substance, wouldn't her security have taken her away because it could have been
I mean, it could have been
acid,
anything.
it
Yeah.
could have been anthrax, it could have been any type of
Yeah.
biological fucking. And she just goes after him and then stands back there talking again.
Yeah.
Fake,
It's pathetic. It
fake
really
as her, fake as her fucking marriage to her brother.
Yeah, it really is. But if anybody is interested in current events, my other channel, Serious Outcasts.
Yes.
I try to stay on top of the current events. Sometimes it's a little tough, but I did a good one last night. Lee watched it. It came out this morning, and I talked about what has been happening in Minneapolis with ICE and Tim Waltz and Jacob Fry and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So it came out really good. A lot of good information.
I got to learn how to post on Instagram. You know, when people post on Instagram, they put up a video, but they had themselves talking in front of the video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I can probably Google how to do that. Shouldn't be too hard.
Well, I have once again, I have a guy. I have two guys actually that work for me, and they were able to do that for me. So when you see it on either my Instagram or the Serious Outcast Instagram, my other Instagram, that's them doing it. I go, this is what I want, and they fucking do it.
But I saw it on I Googled it on one thing. I learned I can put up a video and then you can go to the edit part and talk over it, and like you can have that sort of thing. But I want it where, like, if they're burning the Australian flag, I can be like here talking while it's burning behind me, going, "These fucking idiots." And
yeah. All right. I invited the other guys. Pretty soon, I'm going to have to find other bodybuilders to join us because they are falling off.
Maybe it's just me that don't like me.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the case.
Try next time. Say Lee's not coming on, and see if they all
see if they all jump on. Yeah. Okay. Luke is working nights again, so he's not going to be back on for maybe a month or two. But I am going to go to his gym next week and train with him.
Is that Diamond?
Diamond Gym? Yeah, I'm going to check it out. I mean, I trained there before, but
I didn't get to watch. I saw Bob and Sean just done a new thing, the Voice of Bodybuilding, about Andrew Jack. I didn't get to listen to see what the latest thing was, and Hardy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna get. I don't know. I didn't watch it either, but we're gonna get into Andrew Jack and Hardy. Andrew Jack is obviously making incredible progress. I still don't think he's going to be able to beat Hadi once he's on stage. And the only reason I'm saying this is Hadi is not posting. Two reasons. Hadi's not posting a lot of progress pics. He hasn't really posted any progress pics. No, he hasn't done it. But Andrew Jack, to his credit,
Hardy. That's Hardy chained up in a prison cell. It's hard to post when you. It's hard to post when you're chained to the wall.
Ain't that a bitch? I hate when that happens in Iran.
I tell you, those old movies. You see someone in the old dungeon with a beard this long.
He's been there forever. Like Barabbas.
Bones and ribs just sticking.
Andrew Jack, to his credit, has been putting up a lot of progress pics, and they are really impressive. But Hadi is, Hadi has way too much muscle. There's a couple of things. Hadi obviously beat him at the Olympia. And the other thing is Hadi hates losing.
Oh, yeah.
He fucking hates losing. And every time he loses, he always does a show where he wants to you know, make sure people realize that he's not going anywhere and
Hmm.
he's still a threat. So
But he is
when he lost the
Olympia.
Olympia,
Hmm.
he went and won
Yeah.
uh the the Arnold right away.
Hmm.
Um, and this year I think he's doing the same thing.
But there's a few. I think Hardy could have had at least another two Olympias. But it's like I said. Do you think if Andrew comes in this and they're saying, look, Andrew's improved from the Olympia, I'm only worried if Hardy comes in looking great,
Yeah.
they're not going to see improvement. They're going to be, that's Hardy looking great, but Andrew's improved. Would they give Andrew the nod over Hardy due to that fact?
Maybe, it depends on, the judges and how they're going to judge it. The problem is when they are two totally different
Oh, yeah.
bodybuilders,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
it's very difficult to fill out as great of a job as Andrew Jack is doing. It's very difficult to fill out that frame, even though he looks tremendous. When you put him next to a Hadi,
Yeah. Yeah,
he
and he still looks tremendous now because he's still what 6, 7 weeks
very
out, so
wide.
he's still
Yes.
very full.
Yeah, very
Yeah, for him
wide.
to
Yeah.
for him to get shredded like Hardy's, you're going to lose some of that fullness. So
Right, right, right. And Hadi has this. You know what Hadi reminds me of? Remember those Bugs Bunny cartoons where
Yosemite Sam.
yeah, yeah, those. Remember but once in a while Bugs Bunny would like he would be boxing or he would be wrestling and
Oh,
he'd be like, "The Crusher."
oh yeah,
That's
and he
what
had the mask on. He had the mask, didn't
right,
he?
that's what Bugs Bunny had the mask on and the
And he'll get
Crusher
up
would
on the guy's neck and he'll be pulling on his neck.
yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly right. Yes. Well, Hadi reminds me of the Crusher.
Uh-huh.
Just so much
Yeah.
fucking muscle, just muscle bound,
What
you
about
know?
people coming down on Hardy too? Because people shitting on him. He's like he's not supporting the people and that. It's like Hardy being the figure he is in his country, where he's got a gym pretty much given to him, I guess, by the government and stuff like that. He's got the statue in the fucking
He's a
thing.
god. He's a god in
That's
Iran.
what I mean. And the government will be watching him. It's like, well, why isn't he sticking? Well, Hardy has a family, but someone did say they heard rumors his family might have got out already and gone to Dubai. But if you're worrying about your family and your life in a country like that, it's not like America where you can just stand there and call Trump a dickhead and yell at the cops'
Not at
faces.
all. I think they're
In
saying
his country,
60,000 people died over already.
yeah, that's what I mean. So if he came out and said something like publicly being the figure he is, oh, where's Hardy gone? Disappeared, and the family's disappeared, dead.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, people don't get it. Why isn't he saying something? It's like the big difference when your life's on the line and your family's life's on
Yeah.
the
They
line.
don't have a constitution that says freedom
No,
of speech.
no. Imagine the protesting that goes on in Minneapolis right now happening in Iran. It'd be just like
It's just everybody be wiped out. That's it.
exactly.
No,
End of
people
story.
real no, people don't realize how good they have it in Western countries, especially
Oh
the
yeah.
United States, when you
And
have
the news media in Iran would also be like, and the police did a wonderful job today of slaughtering the protesters. They
yeah,
would say
absolutely.
anything negative against it. They'll be like, great job.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. No, there's no question about it. But I think it's going to be I hope it's going to be a battle. But it's
Mhm.
very hard for me to pick Hadi as coming in second
Mm.
for those reasons.
Yeah.
The amount of muscle density, he still has a small waist. He's never out of shape. And,
I just hope Nick too. I hope Nick can hold his conditioning how he looks
yeah,
in his photos right now and doesn't.
absolutely. I think Nick is going to take your advice. The biggest thing with Nick is his shape.
Mhm,
I think Nick is going to take your. I wouldn't listen. You get a guy like Andrew Jack that drops the ball, and we have seen him. We
mhm.
have seen him come, have dropped the ball before.
Mhm.
And Nick comes in, you could see Nick close the door on it.
Especially when there's that much money on the line too. You
Oh,
might be
hell yeah.
you're tempted to take a little risk that you might not be willing to take. Jamie,
That's
like, yeah,
right. That's
let's
right.
do it.
That's right.
Let's do it. Okay, let's try that. See if I get a bit drier. There you go.
Yeah. And
Oh
then,
shit.
oh shit.
Oh
Well,
shit.
look at Samson. Look what happened to Samson, the
Mhm.
Olympian. And we're gonna get to Samson because he's almost 350 pounds with
Yeah,
abs.
sort of. Was he 346 or something? Or
346.
but
That's
you
insane.
think like do you think okay, you're 346, you want to get to 350. If you can hold it, maybe, but is it really does he really
Necessary.
need to go that high now? It's like anywhere in that 340 range would be great.
Yeah.
Getting the 350, you know, put a does the benefit outweigh the risk
Yeah,
factor?
at
Like
this point, it
the
might
extra
just
body weight and the pressure on the heart, and you got to
yeah.
think you got all that body weight. Sure, your heart's got to pump more, but then when you're training heavy with a huge amount of weight on the body, plus your body weight, now your heart's really boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's like, at
Plus
what point do you
plus
go,
the
this is enough?
anabolics that he's on,
Yeah.
it's all this absolute. Yeah, no, bodybuilding should be a short-term sport,
Mm.
Should we look up Samson, see how big he looks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's look him up.
You can tell he's looking like thing because his face is getting that look like whenever he gets super bulky,
Yeah.
you don't look. I'm
Oh,
sure oh, okay. Hi,
oh,
Samson. He's looking
sorry, I
good.
didn't mean, I know. Let me get rid of that.
Jesus. His chest is full.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I don't like the cultural appropriation with the hair, though.
I mean, this is the one where he's training shoulders in a tank top, and
Uh-huh.
even in this video, it's freaky. He
Hmm.
is so massive. He's just so massive. Come on, get to it. I thought we were.
But as freaky as he is there, when you see Andrew Jack's silhouette with his delts, I think Andrew looks a little bit more impressive still just
He
because of the
does.
caps on him. And
Andrew looks like a superhero. He really
yeah,
does. Andrew looks like he could be in a Marvel comic book. You know. Um,
like Black Panther.
yeah, exactly. Let's see if there's. Oh, here we go. The guy is just so. And here's the
Hmm.
thing. I was always a fan of
Hmm.
the Freaks. I always loved the
Yeah.
Freaks. And but the thing is, oh, this was the one I was
Oh, yeah.
talking about where
Mhm.
he's training shoulders. I was always the fan of the Freaks. The thing is, the Freaks were always like freaky with no shape. You
Go back to
know.
the beginning of that again, and you see what I mean. Go back to the start where he's resting.
Let's see.
Well, you can't probably go back, can you?
Yeah, I
Unless you
can
just,
go back. Right, exactly. Here we go.
yeah. Yeah, look, watch his face here. And like, it's just the extra weight, but just looking like there, see?
Yeah, he's breathing
Sometimes
heavy.
you just look, but it's like his face just has that look where he doesn't look like super healthy and alert. Because I remember being heavy like that and you just feel tired all the time. So
Oh
you look
yeah, yeah,
sluggish.
yeah,
And you
yeah,
sort of look, you don't look like where you normally be a bit lighty, like,
yeah.
hey, it's bright, let's go.
No, you're 100% right. It is definitely not healthy. I mean, I was just talking to Jason Owens about Kali Muscle. He had a second heart attack.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they had
You
to put
know?
like another stent in or something. Or
Yeah. And so basically, what I'm saying is, we've seen bodybuilders this big, but not this big and look
yeah,
this good.
yeah,
Like Kovacs, is that was his name?
yeah. He was just
He
big,
was
and that. Yeah.
huge, but he had a horrible looking physique when he
And
competed. I mean,
Even NASA, when he was heavy, he didn't have the same
no,
shape
no,
and
definitely
quality
not. And
still. And that.
NASA is
Yeah.
was a great.
Do you think that with Carly Muscle too? I'm sure after the first heart attack, and that's what gets me. I'm pretty sure he's probably still on gear and TRT, and that's why I don't understand. To me, it's like if you've been a bodybuilder, yes, and stuff, but when you've had a heart attack and you had a stent put in, you can still go to the gym and train and keep healthy and look good. Because even as you get older, even if you're lean, you still look fantastic. Look at Arnold or look at Stallone. They're not what they
Absolutely.
used to be. So to me, I don't get when these people have these major things like a heart attack or kidney and they go on dialysis and get off. They still
Even
go on gear. Gear would be the last thing I'd fucking touch again if I had given a second chance. I'd be like, fuck that.
yeah, no, absolutely. It scares the shit out of me. Even like over the summer, my blood pressure was high.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, okay, what do I do? I'm not playing around anymore. I mean, I'm gonna be 50.
Hmm.
So I got my blood pressure under control. I had to go to the doctor today for sleep apnea. He
Oh
took my
yeah.
blood pressure, it was 120 over 87, so or 84, something like that. So it's
Yeah.
back to normal. Plus I have a blood
Mine,
pressure.
mine's always like that. Mine's always 120 or sometimes 117
Yeah,
over
that's
80
perfect.
or 78 in
Yeah,
that
that's
range.
that's
Unless I've
perfect.
been doing something outside. So for some reason, like, let me take it now. And
Yeah.
it's like 180 over 90 something because you've already been doing something. Or I take it
Yeah,
after I've had a coffee
that's
or something. And you're like,
well, I had what did I have? Over
and
the
that's how you could do it like first thing in the morning, pretty much when you wake up. So you
yeah.
don't really.
Over the summer I had pancreatitis.
Ah,
and my blood pressure was through the roof, and it scared the shit out of me because my blood pressure was never through the roof. And we all know
mhm,
blood pressure, when your blood pressure is that high for that long, it can really do kidney
mhm.
damage, heart damage. And I had to
Oh
go
yeah.
on blood pressure medication, and I'm not have not been on blood pressure medication in months. And my blood pressure, I have a portable blood pressure machine,
Oh yeah.
and I take it, and it's been always,
I got one there. My wife says, "Stop doing that. You're going to make yourself." Well,
oh yeah, you make
the
yourself
worst thing
worried.
is
Yeah,
though, sometimes when you go to the doctors and do it, it's like that white coat fever. As soon as they bring it
yeah.
out and you look at it, it's like,
Get nervous. It's like, oh shit.
or sometimes driving to the doctors, there's dickheads on the road. You're like, you fucking idiot, you
Oh
fucking.
yeah,
So when
yeah,
you get to the doctors, you're like,
yeah, yeah. You start raging in the fucking
yeah.
car. Yeah, absolutely.
So now every time he puts it on me at the doctors, I'm like, think high. Because every time I'm like, think low, think nice waterfalls,
Oh yeah,
nice butterflies. And as I'm thinking butterflies, I can feel my heart going, boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
boom. So now I think high, think super high. I'm using reverse
yeah.
psychology.
Well, today I had it done and it was 120 over 84, which is basically perfect.
Hmm.
But what I'm trying to say is a guy. I don't think I've ever seen a guy like Samson that was this big in
Hmm.
this good of shape. I mean, the guy still has uh, a
Well,
six
yeah,
pack
abs. Yeah.
abs. He has this beautiful physique. His waist
Hmm.
isn't blown out, which
Yeah.
is really
He's
this is
still
when
got the
this is
shoulder and
when he
arm
was
definitions.
340.
He's still got the shoulder and arm definition. You know, some when they get heavy, the
Yeah,
shoulder and arm just blend into one mass.
absolutely. And I
I'm
remember
getting all the
during your
toys out for a cat. Come on, knock it off. The cat's getting all the toys out meow and stop
I
it.
mean, you could still see separation in his quads. This is
Yeah.
very impressive,
Hmm. But if
Um,
he can hold on to the majority of that, imagine if he came in like 310 or something. Because
oh, well, then he's Mr. Olympia again, honestly.
look at him. If he's 346 now,
Because I don't even think he's 6 foot tall. I think he's like
yeah.
5'11", 5'10",
Well,
5'11".
let's say he's 346 and he gets to 350. He doesn't look like he's carrying 50 pounds of fat and fluid.
No, not at all. It's quality muscle.
Yeah.
I've never even when Big Rammy was 330,
Hmm.
it wasn't even this well, Rammy just didn't have this good a shape. I mean, I've never seen a bodybuilder this big with this great a shape and this low body fat in an off season. I've never
Hmm.
seen it. I mean, well, I remember during the 90s, it was like a badge of honor if you had a big belly.
If he just got bulked up big, look at the bulk.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It was
Remember
impressive.
Dorian's bulk, and there was always that picture of Jay Cutler sitting at the table
Yeah,
eating.
yeah, 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 absolutely. Or I remember going to, I think it was the 2001. I think it was 2000, Mr. Olympia, with me and a couple of friends. And Craig Titus wasn't competing, but he was sitting there. And I remember his stomach was so big that it was like on his lap. Back
Makes
then
it
it
easy
was,
to makes it easy to leg press when you're that big.
yeah, yeah,
When
yeah,
I
yeah.
when I was 285, my calves would hit my hammies, then my quads would hit my stomach, so I didn't have to go far at all
Yeah,
doing any
yeah,
leg
yeah,
exercise.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. You get a leg press like Ronnie Coleman.
yeah,
Yeah, it was unbelievable, man. No, he is really, really fucking impressive, dude.
yeah.
Like, and I know I'm partial.
Mhm.
I'm never not going to be partial to Samson.
Yeah. I'd like to see Andrew Jack when it's finished competing. If say he wins the Arnold,
I'll be
and he shuts down to the Olympia, I reckon he could almost when in an off season. I think he'd be pretty lean like that too. The heavier he got, Andrew.
I agree, and I think, and we all agree that if he were to put like 5 to 10 pounds of muscle on,
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's unbeatable at that point. Like
Hmm.
literally, he's unbeatable.
It looks like his legs have come up a little bit, Andrew. So
Yeah. So let's look him up. Andrew
because
Jack.
Kamal's pushing him because Kamal pushed him before the Olympia and he looked good. So if Kamal's pushing him for a lot longer before the Arnold, I think he's gonna, like I said, make those improvements that needed.
Because he has been putting on a lot of good uh
And Kamal has been getting him to do all the drop sets and shit, and
yeah. Let's see what we got here.
he needs to do more side laterals, bring them shoulders up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, of course.
That's what it was.
He would never even train in a tank top or a sleeveless shirt before.
Mhm.
Now he's
Now
now he's
he's trying to psych out the competition a bit.
or maybe it's a money thing.
Mm.
I mean the endorsements, Oh, I don't know. Or maybe he's just like, you know what?
It's
Maybe.
like fuck it. You might just be starting to. Sometimes too, when guys, even if they're big as they are, like him, I know I never used to like it. I'd always train the t-shirt. I never trained the tank top because I was never happy with how I looked. Other people thought I looked great, but I'm like, I'm just not
Oh,
happy.
it's always that's always
So
it's
maybe
always the
he's
case.
thinking, you know what, I don't look too bad at the moment, so why not? So maybe he's just getting a bit more
Call,
confident in himself.
call me crazy, but I would say in the last 10 years, I dress according to the weather.
Oh,
So now that it's really cold, I work out in a sweatshirt hoodie. When it's really
mhm.
hot, that's when I'll wear a shirt like he's wearing because it's hot.
Yeah. That's when you just wear your posing. That's when you just wear your posing trunks to the gym.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I might be nuts, but I literally wear
Do
a
you go? Do
hoodie.
you go? Do you go like this? Hold on. Do you go like this? Remember, like this?
What the? Oh, no, I never did that. Yeah, yeah.
Does
There
this
is
look Dave?
one. There is one dude in one of the gyms that I go to. Oh my god, bro! You want to talk about screaming fucking homo? It's unbelievable. He actually
He has the
wears
clothes for match, does he? He has the clothes that we just look at him and go, yeah.
he wears short shorts, like short, not booty shorts, but short enough, right?
I was going to say
Almost
it's not
booty
the
short.
ones the shorts where his balls hang lower than the leg of the shorts, is it?
Almost that short.
Like
And
the
then he
girls,
wears
they wear theirs higher now.
yeah, oh yeah, and then he wears a half shirt.
Oh, not the mid shirt, not that. He used to wear a
Yeah,
half shirt. When I first met him, I thought one of he's a bit gay. He always had the smaller shorts on like that, and the crop tops was Jim Quinn.
Jim Quinn. Okay, yeah, okay, I remember Jim
You remember
Quinn.
him? See
Okay,
if you can
yes.
Google him. See if there's a picture of him at Gold's. He'd always wear the smallest clothes, and he was massive, massive guy. I would always look at him and go, "That just looks so weird. Those tiny shorts and like back in the day at Gold's, he always had the tiniest tank, and sometimes he'd wear the crop top. Yeah, and it was a mesh one, so it was like you could see through it, and it was cut off. It was almost like I remember he used to have like a New York Jets one on sometimes, and it was like the like half training top thing, and
I'm trying to say
and
like this.
it's a yeah, it's a similar. No, but in the gym it'd be a proper one, but like that one over there in the tank top that he's eating in those little shorts. He'd always have the tiniest shorts on and the tank top. I don't have the too small, but yeah, I mean, they were small, small. He
Let's
always,
see.
and even the off season, his legs were like vascular as shit.
Yeah, listen, man. I just according to the fucking weather. It's cold, so
Mhm.
I always wear sweats, a
Yeah.
hoodie, and
He,
either
used
a
to-
hat or a bandana. It's fucking cold.
he always used to train with Billy, the guy from the Gladiator show.
Oh, I
Billy
don't know
Smith.
that.
Billy
Oh, here you
Smith, him and
go.
Billy
Here you
Smith.
go.
Yeah, oh, similar to that, all the time like that.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go. That's what you're
that's
talking.
pretty much how you'd see him in the
Oh,
gym all the
Jesus
time.
Christ. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do
And
that.
he's like 6 foot. Yeah, I think he's like 6'1", 6'2", and
He was
just
that big, really.
yeah, and then it like always in off season, veins through the legs everywhere.
Let's see. What do we got now?
Nice
We're looking
guy.
at Andrew Jacked. Right.
Hmm.
So he posted this one picture, Andrew Jacked, where it was really impressive. And let me see if I could find it.
I thought it was the one back up there, but that went into the video, didn't it? What was that?
Yeah, it might be
That
toward the
bicep. Is
it
it
might
that bicep one?
this one. It might be
That one
toward the
there.
end. Yeah. It might be
Okay,
toward the end of the video.
must be because I'm sure it was a photo like that.
Well, yeah, it was. It absolutely was. But oh, that's Kamal he's training with, right?
Yep, Kamal's pushing him hard and doing drop sets and all that sort of stuff. So maybe it's just what he needed to give him that extra.
Well, I think
Yep.
it's a good idea. I really do. I think
Even
he's
when you do drop sets like that and someone's doing that to me, in my mind, I'm thinking, walk slower, walk slower. Don't rush to the other side.
yeah, take it easy. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like,
It's
calm
amazing how
down.
he does drop sets with 6 plates on each side. It's
Hmm.
unfucking believable. But I think the idea is to come in harder, more detailed,
Hmm.
and kind of play to his strengths. Where Hadi, he knows he's not gonna be able to out muscle him.
So I was
So
never allowed to do that on drop set. See how he racked it? I had to stand there and just tense my legs and hold the weight when they'd take it off. I saw he racked it. You watch.
yeah.
Nah, don't rack it. You got to hold it
Oh,
on
I
there.
see what
Keep
you're
the
saying.
tension.
Oh,
That way it
Yeah.
just hurts even more, burns
Yeah.
even more because you got to
When
hold it,
I
and
do a
then it's like,
drop set with hack squats, I start with 4 plates. Obviously, I'm not a fucking 300-pound bodybuilder, but this is where I start.
mhm,
um, but I think that, and I think that's a really good idea. I think he plays to his strengths, and if he could come in a little bit more detailed, a little harder, um, I think he's got a really good chance of winning. Except that
yeah.
it's just hot. He's
I
just
remember, I
so
remember,
aggressive, man.
I remember doing drop sets like that one day. We did hacks and something else. I was with Tom, but then we went to the leg press. We had like 7 or 8. We're just dropping them, doing like 20s and 20s and 20s. We get down to, I think it was like 1 plate, and it still feels,
Yeah.
by that point, your legs are fried. This kid comes over and goes, "Oh, I thought you pros would use more weight than that." I'm just like,
You know what? I got to do legs
I've been
tomorrow.
here
You
for
got to.
fucking half an hour, you dickhead, doing fucking leg press or more. You've come into the gym on the last set and see me struggling with 1 plate. Oh, is that all you do?
I think his quads look amazing. Even his calves. He's did.
Hmm.
Man. I look. I know every. The quality of bodybuilders that are in the top 10 now are really
Hmm.
fucking good, man. They really are.
Hmm.
I mean, this Arnold is going to
But
be
like I said,
really
even
competitive.
Brandon is, Brandon's elder, but he still looks fucking great. Brandon Curry.
Absolutely. But you got Rafael Brandao doing this. You got Martin Fitzwater doing this. You
Hmm.
got Nick Walker doing this. And let's not forget Mo Fuda. Mo Fuda has put up a
Hmm.
really good progress pics, man. Like he looks amazing. Let's see if we could bring him up because you want to talk about a dark horse.
Hmm.
And it looks like he put up let's see, I don't know if let me see what his fucking.
Is James, I saw a few things of, is James Hollingshead, is he doing the British
You know what? I
Arnold UK?
Maybe because he looks like he's in shape.
He's starting to look, he's like I said, he's looking like really like he's getting ready for a show, and he's been posting some pictures. So I was wondering whether he was going to do the Arnold UK.
Yeah, he's not ready to pack it in mentally. He's
No,
still
no.
going.
It'd be
But
silly not to do it. He's over that way, and it's his own country, so I would.
okay, let's see. Uh,
And I'll probably be at the Arnold UK too.
there we go. But this kid looks really impressive.
Hmm.
When was this? This was on this a while back. When was this? This was 6 days ago. This kid looks really impressive, especially from the
Hmm.
front. From the back, he look wow, that's impressive, man.
Yep.
That's impressive. From the back, it looks like, he's always that was always his weak spot
Hmm.
from the back, but it looks like he's made improvements if we could see any.
Sometimes I think, I always used to hate when they say shows are one from the back, shows are one from the back. It's like, because I've seen guys who, okay, they turn around, they have a nice back, rip glutes, and it's 2 shots. But then
Yeah.
somebody else, side tricep, side chest, front lat spread, front double bicep, ab shot, beat them. But the guy wins and they say, oh, he had a better back. I'm like, oh, what about all the other fucking poses? It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
how
Yeah.
does the back wipe out every other fucking shot
It's
in
only two
bodybuilding?
shots.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I think it's more of a shock value.
Yeah, because they like looking at the asses. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You bags.
You know what? Yeah,
Oh my
homos.
God, look at that.
Oh
He's
my
one.
goodness. Look at
Number
his
one in my
ripped
book.
glutes. God,
Oh my
I
God.
want to lick
I,
his crack. You
I
guys.
don't want to, I don't need to see any more. Number one.
He's the winner in my book. That's it. But I think what it is when a Derek Lunsford turns around or even a Nick Walker turns around, it's really fucking impressive. You
It is
know,
impressive, but then when Derek done the front double bicep, you're like, eh.
you're like, ah,
And
shit,
then and
yeah,
then Tyler goes, he won that shot. You're like, what?
yeah, yeah.
Over
That's
Hardy and fucking, I mean,
Andrew
Andrew, come
Jacked.
on.
Andrew
Even
Jack.
though Nick wasn't in shape, Nick's front double bicep was better, and Brandon Curry's front double bicep was better. Come on, it's like,
Andrew Jack's front double bicep might be the best in bodybuilding today.
mhm.
You know what I mean? He's very hard to beat in that shot. He's also very hard to beat in the abs and thigh shot,
Mhm.
you know. But if you're going to take into consideration all of them, all the shots, like you said, then it's it's
Mm.
a little different. Listen, I wasn't upset when Derek won.
No, I wasn't upset, but
I
to me,
wasn't
my eye was
upset.
just drawn to
If
the other two more.
if they would have gave it to Hadi or Andrew, I wouldn't
No,
have complained. Put it
I
that
don't
way.
think anyone would have.
No, definitely
But the
not.
thing is, though, I think it's so weird. If Andrew and Hardy had a won, I don't think there would have been as many saying Derek should have won. Whereas when Derek won,
Yes.
there's more people saying Hardy or Andrew should have won.
Yeah. It's just that Derek looked like he was the complete package. He was the most balanced, but he didn't have the wow factor of the Andrew
No.
Jack or the Hottie. And that's gonna be going forward, that's gonna be difficult for him to
Mhm.
maintain.
Oh,
Derek to maintain.
like we've said, if like I said, even Brandon Curry, but if we just stick to what the main four people are talking about, Andrew, Martin, Hardy,
Yeah.
and Nick, if all of them come in at their best,
Is Brandon?
the judges are going to have a crazy job because
Oh yeah.
Hardy, Martin, Nick, and Andrew, each one of them's a different type of body type. So it's like if they're all at their best, it's going to be like, okay, fuck, who are we going for here? Because everyone there isn't like two of them don't look the same. Whereas Hardy and Derek was similar height, similar structure, but any of those four are totally different.
Is Brandon doing the Arnold?
I think he's doing the Arnold.
If he's Brandon looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I thought
Um,
he did Olympia last year. He
he
looked
came
like
in
the best he's
he
looked.
came in seventh.
Mm.
The problem is that I don't think he's going to be able to climb much more. These younger guys are getting better and better and better,
Mhm.
and age is a factor, man.
But nothing against Nick, because Nick did come in a bit weird at the Olympia.
Yeah,
I would have had Brandon over Nick at the Olympia, even just
I
the
think
way.
so too. I agree. I agree. I mean, it just has Nick's Achilles heel is his shape.
Well, if Brandon wanted to, like I said, some of the bigger shows like the Arnold and the Olympia, he could still easily make top 10 in all those.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
if he picked smaller shows, he could still win
Oh, he could win
major
a New
pro
York Pro
shows.
or a Chicago
Yeah,
Pro or a
yeah,
Masters Olympia.
yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe depending who goes to the Dubai, something like that, he could still.
But I was under the impression that was uh he was retiring after this year because that was his announcement last year. But apparently he's not ready to retire. And another guy who's
Yeah.
not ready to retire is Bonac.
Well, 2027 that comes around again. He could just sprint and go win the Masters Olympia. That way, you've won the Open Olympia and the Masters, then retire.
And that's it. You're in the Hall of Fame as far as I'm concerned, then, if that's the case. Yeah, and he should definitely do that. He should definitely do the Masters Olympia. Plus, him as in the Masters Olympia is a
There's a few good people. Even that Kamal, he could do the Masters
oh,
Olympia. He's
absolutely. I
50.
think he didn't he do it 2 years ago.
I know he did it one year. Did he ever win it one
Did
year?
he
Or
win? I
no?
think he won the last one.
No, I think it was the last one.
Let
No.
me see. Not no, well, no. Dorian Hayward won the last one. I mean the one before
Yeah.
that. I think he
Mm.
did win.
I'm pretty sure he has one. I know he's won one of them for sure.
Yeah, because they've only had Kamal, not Kamala
But for me,
Harris. Oh God.
to do the Masters Olympia, though, I think to give it prestige, you should have had to have done the Open Olympia previous some point in your career. You should have done the Open Olympia to get into the Masters Olympia. Because sometimes there's guys who have never done a pro show and their first pro show is the Masters Olympia.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to see if he won the Masters.
You should have just Googled Kamal contest history.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm fucking
Oh,
stupid. I'm fucking
oh,
stupid.
who's running this show?
I'm a fucking idiot, bro.
Oh,
I'm fucking
fucking
retarded.
too much gas in the sewer.
Oh, yeah, you ain't kidding. Oh, recently it has been fucking like I don't know what's going
Actually,
on.
when you're down there, do you have to worry about things like that from the gases and stuff?
Yeah,
They're like a
yeah,
spark or fucking.
yeah. Well, we have
You have like meters, do you, that tell you if it's
we
like
have
dangerous?
meters that we have to use, and then we also have beryllium tools that we have to use. Beryllium
You don't
tool.
have like a little bird in a cage if it
No,
drops
no,
dead.
not anymore. No, yeah, we have meters and we have beryllium tools do not spark when you
Ah,
use them. So that we have to use that. We have to use the meter, and it's like,
I'd probably start a fire because I get told I'm a bright spark.
and and there are no ifs, ands, or buts. If that meter goes off, you get out like
Hmm.
ASAP. You know,
You don't get it.
sometimes the meter malfunctions, but you don't take the chance. You just
Did you ever see that episode of Landman when that gas was on the ground and the
that
people
was such
started dropping dead?
it was that is such bullshit
What
because
sort of gas was that on that show? I couldn't tell because people just
that
like
is
because
it's fuck. That's what we have to worry about.
those
But it's
animals died and then the other people died and the guy on top of the tank got a bit and the other ones were like puking up. I'm thinking, Jesus,
yeah.
what gas is that bad
No,
out there?
it's fuck. I'll look it up. But
It's
I
not
we
like a not like a methane, is it? No, it would be the
it
methane.
yeah, it is. But the thing is though,
It seemed like it was pretty quick. Within like a minute or two, you're fucking
yeah,
dead.
no, that's exaggerated big time. First of all, it's outdoors. That's never gonna happen outdoors. It has become it becomes a problem when it's inside.
Yeah.
Like so when it's a problem like when I'm in the sewer completely enclosed,
Hmm.
that's when it's a problem. Yeah, he did win. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the 2023 Master Olympia. Yeah, he
You
did
can
win.
do what they do in the movies. You can dive under the water, light a match, and it explodes above you. And then when you come up, the gas is gone.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I
No, doesn't
couldn't
work.
tell you that one, but
Try it.
um,
Try it tomorrow.
yeah, I'll give it a shot. But
Do it underneath the protesters so the
I
manholes blow out.
want.
And who the hell's that? Jesus, what? What's that?
Oh, this guy's actually good if you're into politics. I follow him. Doctor
Oh, see, oh, he's the one that came out with
yeah,
the tapes or the text messages about the government telling.
the
Yeah,
encrypted
yeah,
text messages and phone calls. Yeah.
yeah, from the politicians telling people to get out and
Yeah.
protest and shit. Yeah.
Wrong one. I wanted to look up who else is. Well, let's look up Nick Walker because he's always impressive to look it up.
I'm sure we're forgetting some other decent names in there. 'Cause how
Oh,
many's in there? How
absolutely.
many? Is
Oh,
there 11 or
I think we're
12?
forgetting Akeem. I think Akeem is doing it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know,
And Akeem, when he's on and on, he's like,
yeah. I think age is catching up to him too, though. That's
hmm.
the issue. He looks so impressive in these fucking pictures, man. He really does. He's so massive.
Akeem's been on his diet since a poll on Jim because he didn't want a donut.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He's the only one that didn't take a donut, wasn't
He's so massive, man.
I saw. I go back at a picture.
Which one?
As I got back from the gym today, that one with the phone there.
Right
I
here.
was watching Matt, your mate Matt from Muscle Discord.
Ah, yeah.
Nick, I see what you're doing, Nick. I see what you're doing. I've been around this sport a long time. I'll let people know.
What's he doing?
Nick is tilting his phone forward. By tilting the phone forward, it makes everything down lower look smaller. So his waist is looking smaller because he's tilting the phone. Come on, Nick. Come on. You're better than that. I know
Is
what
that
you're
really what he
doing.
said?
Yeah, because he's tilting the phone forward. He said that's why his waist and that looks
This is
small.
why I can't take that guy serious because he'll literally make a show out of nothing. He'll
Because
take this.
I'm even looking at that thinking, he still looks pretty good. His waist. I think,
I tell,
I got a fat waist and I tilt my phone forward like that. And guess what? I still got a fucking fat waist when I take the photo. It doesn't look any smaller.
it's just like,
But that way, just I always laugh. He entertains because he's like, "Come on, Nick, come on. We know what you're doing. This is an old trick. I've been around the
yeah,
sport."
it's an
I'm
old trick.
thinking, I didn't know about it. I didn't know about tilting your
He
phone
only
forward,
has
mate.
3 New York Pro victories and a fucking Arnold Classic victory and top
Top three.
5 in the Olympia.
He got? Didn't he
It's
get?
the phone.
What's his highest place at the Olympia? Was it?
Fourth.
Was it third or fourth? Fourth?
I think it was fourth. Yeah, I think it was fourth. I'm
Or
pretty
fifth?
sure.
Fifth was it? Fifth. I
Let me
think
see.
his first Olympia he got fifth because I got fifth in my first one. I went, oh, he got fifth like me the first time I got him.
I know he broke the top 5.
Yeah, I think I was fifth in his first one. I'm pretty sure.
I know he broke the top 5. Let's check it out. Nick Walker contest history. I know he broke the top 5. I did not know. Okay, so he's got. Oh, he did play. He consistently places in the top tier of the Olympia, placing third in 2022. Okay, so he did. He came in third and then
Yeah.
sixth in 2025. Okay, yeah. Okay,
But I
so
thought the first Olympia he got fifth, and then the following one he got the
it
third.
looks like he got third, and then he has he won the 21 Arnold Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. Let's see. He won the
I'm gonna start tilting my phone if that's what it gets me.
yeah, tell me about it. Here we go. Okay. Mr. You're right. 2021 Mr. Olympia, fifth. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Because and that year was probably his best year. He won the New
Well,
York Pro for the first show. He won the fucking Arnold Classic, and then he came in fifth in the Olympia, and
you
then
look
he
at his
came,
history there. His first pro show was what, Chicago,
yeah, he came in
fourth,
fourth.
and then first, and that. So, like I said, he really hasn't been out of the top 5 or 6 in a pro
Uh,
show, has
oh,
he?
dude, you take this. He could retire right now.
Yeah.
This is a Hall of Fame. This is a Hall of Fame fucking
Mhm.
uh
And even with that
bodybuilding
resume,
bodybuilding career right here.
and even with that resume, he looks off at one Olympia. Ah, he's fucked.
He's
He's washed
done. It's
up.
over. Yeah, I know.
Quit.
I know. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are
Unbelievable.
bodybuilders that wish they had a resume
Yeah.
like
Well,
this.
like I said, I'd love to see Andrew win in that, but my heart and everything, I just love to see Nick come back and get redemption and just shut people up.
Oh man.
He's doing it himself. Just like, he's looking really good. The latest pictures of even Sam Sulek put up a video posing and this far out,
Yes.
he's looking really good, Sam.
Yeah, let's look him up actually because
I've still got him in the top 5, so Sam,
oh,
don't
he's
lose him.
definitely going to be up there. It's just that the guys,
He's going to have
uh,
the crowd, his fans behind him if they're there.
oh, that
Fuck.
goes without saying, but um he has a tremendous his legs look fantastic.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
when you put him up against these classic guys that are doing the
Yeah.
Arnold, he's
I mean,
fit.
when they just have the lines and they twist a certain way, and because like I said, to me, Nick just looks like got all the makings of a freaky bodybuilder when he puts more size on, like
Oh,
an open.
you mean Sam Sulek?
Yeah, Sam. I mean Sam. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but that
Um,
video where he was posing and he was showing like he's in the costumes and it must have been popped up somewhere before. Is
yeah,
that
no,
it?
he's in shape. There's no question
Hmm.
about that.
And like I
I
said, this
just
far out too, it's like being this far out and being that conditioned. If he just sticks to what he's doing and doesn't go crazy, he's only going to get tighter and tighter. So
oh, this was 17 weeks ago.
yeah, that's an old one, yeah. But
Yeah. Listen,
he's young.
you got to give the kid credit. He has turned
Mhm.
himself from a corny influencer that everybody was shitting on. He was eating
Mhm.
cereal and drinking milk,
Right.
and then all of a sudden he decides he's going to be a serious bodybuilder, gets his pro card in the classic, wins the Arnold Amateur, and now is doing the Arnold Classic Ohio. You
Yeah,
got to give him his
I can
props.
only imagine what people would have said about me if there was Instagram around when I turned pro at 20 or even beforehand, because
You would have been
all I ate was
yeah,
I ate Fruit Loops, Cocoa Pops, and
yeah.
then imagine my off season where I'm just filming myself eating McDonald's in Kentucky and
Oh,
blah blah blah. It's
you
like
would have loved it though. You would have loved the craziness. You would have loved the drama. That's just your personality. You love it
I
now,
would have
but
done shit just to stir people up with my person. I was like, oh, that upset you all? Good, I'll do
yeah.
even more.
I honestly, what I think would have happened is when you would, because you erupted onto the scene. And if you would have done the same thing, which is erupted onto the scene, people would have been like, "My God, this kid is a freak," kind of like how Nick Walker, you know.
Mhm.
And then what would happen is you would have had like, a show where you came in so, where your
Yeah.
glutes weren't in, and then people would have saw what you eat on you, and then they would have been like, he sucks, it's over, blah,
Oh
blah, blah.
yeah, oh, yeah.
You
Well, that
know,
one Olympia I did, that one Olympia where I got 13th because I just didn't want to do it because I was didn't want to do it, but I did it for the fans. That was my worst showing in any show because generally my first pro show I got ninth, the very first one I did, but after that, generally I was always top 5,
yeah.
top 6 at the Olympia 3 times, and Arnold Classic up there all the time. So I had that one 13th thing. Ah, Lee's done. He sucks. I'm thinking, if you look at my contest history, it was just like one bad show.
That's a lot of people don't understand how, if people who have never competed, I mean, obviously I competed on a very small scale, but
Mhm.
mentally, if you're not into it,
Oh,
um,
it's you can't do it. You can't if you're not
you can't
100%.
do
No.
it. You can't do it. And this is why bodybuilding is such a selfish sport, is because you come first. Everything comes first that
Mhm.
revolves around you. The food, the tanning, the posing, the contest,
Mhm. And especially back then too, because that's pretty much how we make. There was no YouTube or social media, so for you, to make a living, you had to keep your contract. And to keep your contract, you had to come in looking the best to get photo shoots and all this. You had
Right.
to look your best. So there was no, I can't go here, I can't eat that, I can't do this. It's like you had to just be bodybuilding, bodybuilding,
That's
bodybuilding.
it.
Nothing else could take distraction. That's why when I did that one week, I'm like, I'm doing it. Next week, I'm not doing it. Next week, I'm doing it. So I even said to my fans, look, I can't do it. My mind's not in it, but I'm coming to the show to sign photos. Did I get fucking beat up on Get Big? You're letting us down. We got
Oh
tickets to
yeah.
see you. I mean, they went nuts. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And then, like I told you, when I did it the next day, how could you go on stage looking like that? You let us down. I'm like, well, I told you I wasn't going to be in shape. I did it just to keep us happy. Now you're bitching that I did it. So,
Yeah. Here's a question for you. When you ask Jay Cutler who's the most impressive guy he's ever seen, he says you. When you ask
mhm,
Ronnie Coleman who he hated to lose to, he says you.
mhm.
Who was the most impressive guy you saw? Who at Gold's Gym that walked in and you went, holy
My
sh!
father, Paul Dillett.
Really? Yeah, I could see
Always,
that.
always Paul Dillett. Yeah.
I could see that because he was a
He's
monster.
probably like as freaky as Andrew Jack is. Andrew might get there eventually, but Paul in person looks like a freakier Andrew Jack in like
Yeah,
person.
yeah. He was How tall
And like
was?
Paul would have been about 6'1", six
Oh,
two.
he was that tall. Yeah, he
And
was.
the thing was like, and the thing is, like I said, it's like you'd see him, and it was just like when he wear those like real tight perfetto gym wear tops, and he
I
just had the
remember those.
chest
Yeah,
and the fucking arms were just massive and shit.
and
But even funny, people ask Paul, and Paul would always say, "I'm the freakiest he saw." He goes, "My son, pound for pound, he's bigger than all of us." And I'm thinking, how the fuck can you say that? Look at you, you fucking,
yeah,
it's like crazy. Even Dave Palumbo on that. Even I think Jay asked Ed Connors too, who's the freakiest you've seen that? And Ed's like a young Lee Priest in Gold's Gym. Because I'm thinking Ed was going to say Paul, because Ed's been around Gold's Gym owning it. He's
yeah.
seen every freak in the world. And when Ed said Lee Priest, I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Well, but you know what it is, Lee. You had you had kind of everything. So what I mean by that is you had the shape. You
Just not the
most
height.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most bodybuilders that are your height will look like fire hydrants. You know what I mean? They look stocky. They didn't have a V taper. There's not too many Sean Claritas.
Yeah.
Even Jose Raymond, as great as he was a little stocky. He was a
He
little
looked
short
like
and stocky.
yeah.
Um,
The only one I thought looked really good, I actually thought he looked better a couple of weeks out before the 212, who I think I just disappointed he never did the Open Olympia, was Flex Lewis. I think he probably could have won an Open Olympia if he had gone in a bit
oh,
heavier,
he would
like
have definitely did
how,
damage.
how Derek did and all that. I think he could have
Absolutely.
won.
Especially during the time when
When it
he,
was like there was that lull in it too, where there's really
yes,
no one
yes, yes,
standing
yes.
out. Yeah.
Because you notice there was a lot of bodybuilders that retired a year or two too early, and they were like, "Fuck,"
Mm-hmm.
like a Dennis
Uh-huh.
Wolf or a Kai
Oh yeah.
Green. They're like, "Shit, I could have fucking won
Mm-hmm.
that this year." And
But
even
even when you
Flex.
think back to the data, I was like, isn't it amazing when you look how good at some of back in the day, how good Flex Wheeler was and
Oh yeah,
Kevin Leverone, and you think, how the fuck did they never win the Olympia?
yeah.
Kevin
Because
Leverone or
you
Flex
when you run
Wheeler.
into a Dorian or when you run into a Ronnie Coleman,
Yeah, exactly.
ask Kai. Kai believes that it's political, but the truth of the
Hey,
matter
hey,
is,
hey, he's coming back. He's still going to win one, John.
oh
Don't you,
yeah, yeah, that's right. Well,
don't
it
you
is
come down on
very
Kyle.
diff. When you are in an era where you're competing against Phil Heath or
Mm.
Ronnie Coleman or Dorian Yates, it's very difficult to cope with the fact like if this one guy was dead, I would be the best in the world.
Uh-huh.
And it's very difficult. And some people
Or if he
just
just came in, if he just come in a little off, so you're probably praying and praying. You get backstage,
right.
you're like, fuck, he's in shape.
Yeah. And Kevin Levrone would say that about Dorian. This guy would show up and then he would
Mm.
disappear, he'd go back to the UK, and then he would all you'd see was the pictures in the magazine, and you go, fuck this guy again. Jesus Christ, we can't beat him. And Ronnie was the same way, and it's very
Mhm.
difficult. I could only imagine the stress that a guy like that goes through, like a Flex, a Sean
Mm.
Ray, a Kevin, that comes in second at the Olympia and you're
Someone even
that
actually mentioned
close.
on a podcast about Ronnie how, he always said he was upset with me beating him, he was going to retire and that. Then on one podcast, he says, after that happened to him, that's when he started to turn it on. So when I saw him at the last expo in LA and I went up to him, we started chatting. Because, every time he goes to seminar, Lee beat me hardest thing. So at the Olympia, when I come up behind him and go, I'm your worst nightmare, he started laughing.
Yeah.
So the Fit Expo this time, though, I was at the front near the line here, and the big line's there, and Ronnie's signing. And as I stood there, I looked at the line and said, did I ever tell any of you the time I beat Ronnie Coleman? And he started laughing. I
But
said,
it was
Ronnie, you
more
should
than
thank.
once you beat him,
Yeah, it
right?
was seven times that one year. But then he's like, I said, Ronnie, you should thank me for all those Olympia wins. By me beating you, it got you that bad. You really turned it up a notch, and that's why you went.
Right. Well, he joined the dark side, is what happened.
Yeah.
He crossed
He's like,
over into
fuck
the.
it. I'm throwing caution to the wind. Just give me everything.
Yeah, yeah. And it was a, but with you again, you had mass and you had
Mm.
that great shape.
And I ever
And
wondered too myself, could I have been better? Like I always said, my biggest thing was in the off season. I just ate whatever. I was never regimented for meals. I
yeah,
might have only 2 meals a day.
yeah,
Maybe in the off season, I took it more serious and did gear in the off season. A lot of the off season, I didn't even do gear. I just ate.
yeah,
And then I wondered too, if I had it done, I said I did growth twice. I figured if I had it, maybe went to someone like Milos and said, hey, give me a insulin and growth protocol and this and that. Could I have been any better? Would have made a
maybe.
difference or would it not? Or would it maybe fuck my health up? So maybe, who knows? So it's always that, what I don't dwell
That
on it.
what
I always
if?
just wonder, could I have been that little bit better or what I was is what
Yeah,
I was. So I'm happy with what I did. So I don't complain.
yeah. I think you should be happy with what you did. Yeah. I mean, Kevin, I'm sure Kevin Levrone goes to the same thing. Like maybe,
Hmm.
wow, what if I really would have just trained and try to put size on in
Yeah.
the off season?
Mm.
Again, you're talking about the greatest genetically gifted bodybuilders ever in one
Hmm.
era. You, Kevin, Sean Ray, Ronnie
Call
Coleman,
me, call me.
Omer. You're talking about the greatest genetically
Dorian, that's
gifted
even if you go
Paul
back to
Dillette,
Vince Taylor was
Vince
fucking
Taylor.
fantastic.
And it all came together in this one era.
Hmm.
Paul Dillette had a reputation of, not really training that heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
Flex
So I used to
was
always say, imagine if like Flex, because Flex trained hard, but I always said if somebody
not
like a
Ronnie
Flex,
hard. Yeah.
no, like a Flex or a Paul Dillette trained like a Ronnie or Dorian hard, what could have been? But
Yeah.
it's like,
You know, Chris Cormier had a terrible reputation of that too, of
look, Chris would train hard. He could bench 5 plates
no,
or
but
what.
it
I
was
think
the
after hours.
partying. Yeah,
After
that was the problem.
hours.
I remember like because I was in my early 20s and I was like going to community school and working working for my father and my brothers and then waiting tables and I remember going out to the Palladium and to all the places in New York
Did
City.
Chris have his see-through mesh top on?
Yes, and I would see Chris Cormier there and I remember I was at this little club in New Jersey, Club Abyss.
Ah,
I'll never forget it.
sounds gay, but carry
Yeah,
on.
it was called Club Abyss, and what people would do is they would go to Club Abyss would close at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then everybody from there would go to the city because those clubs didn't close. They would go to the Palladium or the Tunnel or the Roxy or whatever.
They're the ones you come out in the morning and the sun's up, you're like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I remember being at Club Abyss with my friends, and I was in my early 20s, whatever, and all of a sudden the DJ announces Chris Cormier on stage.
was he
You know,
dancing, taking his
he
shirt off?
Yeah, he's dropped his pants and the whole. I'm like, and I was the only really hardcore bodybuilding fan out of all my
John's
friends.
down the front. Woo, woo,
Yeah,
woo.
yeah.
He's a
So I
fag.
remember seeing him with his entourage at the Palladium, at Tunnel, so on and so forth. And at the time I didn't think anything of it, but now I think back, I'm like, look how good he was with all the drugs and partying that he did. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Jesus,
Yeah.
if he would have just buckled down, who knows?
Just how many times did he fucking hit second place at the Arnold Classic?
Yeah, listen, it is what it is, man. And as far as like genetically gifted bodybuilders all coming together in one generation, I don't think you're gonna ever
Mm.
see that again.
No,
I don't
no.
think
So
you're
we
gonna ever see
have
that
some.
again.
We have some now, but like you said, the Olympia back then, or any pro show back then, from first to 10th, you could have had the guy in 10th winning if you really wanted, unless they were really off. It's just like
Yeah,
sometimes you're thinking, who do you pick? It's like, okay, he's one, but then Kevin second, and fucking Flex third, and Cormier fourth. It's
I
like,
think
what the
Jay
fuck?
Cutler's first Olympia came in what 15th, 16th, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
I mean, you're talking about Jay Cutler, but I don't like shitting on today's bodybuilders because I do think the talent is great. I think the talent is
Mhm.
fantastic. I think I think they are great, talented
Mm.
bodybuilders. But nobody's arguing that the
No,
late
but I think it's
90s.
like anything. I think it's like anything does. Like I like Formula One and Lewis Hamilton and that, but still I'll go back to Schumacher was the best or something like that.
Oh
It's like
yeah,
there are
yeah. I mean,
certain eras even in racing where you'll be like,
yeah. I
it's
mean,
like
look,
NASCAR. That NASCAR when I got into that, it was like Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, all the major names. Then there was like they all sort of moved away, retired. Dale Earnhardt got killed, then his son came into it, and then there were a couple of good drivers, but back before then every driver seemed to be like fuck just a champion.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Well,
It's
it's probably like
just
back even in basketball when you probably had all the
yeah, of
Jordans and that,
course.
this and
Or
that, and
even
then it sort of
boxing.
died off for
Yeah,
a while, and then yeah,
yeah, boxing in the 1970s, where you had Muhammad
yeah,
Ali and Joe Frazier and George Foreman and Ron Lyle
hmm
and Ken Norton. I mean, these are
yeah.
these.
And then it sort of
Sometimes
went through
it's
a stage. Then it went through a stage where it's like, who's the heavyweight champion? Be like, I don't know.
yeah,
It's
right.
like,
Yeah, it's just it happens that way
it's sort of just like that.
sometimes.
It's like this, but luckily now because bodybuilding went that for a while. But now I think with the caliber now, bodybuilding's starting to
Yeah,
get
starting to
back up
go.
there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what makes Ronnie Coleman even that much more impressive
Hmm.
is that he ruled over the greatest era,
Yeah.
and not just ruled,
Hmm.
dominated, dominated. It was just like he came out and you go,
You're
okay,
welcome, Ronnie.
yeah, Dorian too for for a period of time,
Oh
and
yeah.
Phil. You
Mhm.
can't say Phil. Phil was
And even
dominant.
even if you go back even further, though, even
Lee
back
Haney.
in Haney's era, there weren't slouches then when you had the
No,
Gasparis and all them fucking,
absolutely. Yeah,
even the
yeah.
Bertle Foxes and them were fucking freaks and Labrada
Mhm.
and Barry DeMay and fucking,
But you did
yeah.
have to go through that Chris Dickerson period.
Oh yeah, the Franco Colombo period.
And
That's even going back
and who is Chris Dickinson, and who is the other bodybuilder that's always on RX Muscle? Back then he was Mr. Olympia, Samir Banut.
to me.
You had to go through that fucking period where you didn't
Frank
know who
Zane,
the. I
Frank
couldn't
Zane.
tell you who number two to Samir Banut was that year. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up, and no clue.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I think that's the case. And I think during COVID, 2019, 2020, 2021, you had a down period
Hmm.
and then it's ramped back up again, and there's just
That's where
no
it's a shame too. It's where it's a shame, like people are dying at, but it's a shame when someone like Luke Sandow, I think, well, that was during that COVID thing when he took his life and that, because I think Luke
uh,
Sandow
Luke
would have been like
Sandow
a
could have
great.
been,
Oh yeah,
yes. Luke Sandow
like if
had
somebody dies from something, you're like okay, but when they end their own life, you're thinking you had it all. You could have been like, I think he could
uh
have been pushing for an Olympia by now, or even an Arnold Classic,
oh
or something. It just
100%, 100%. He could have probably won it already. I mean, he had
mm,
everything. He had shape, size, symmetry, balance, proportion, and he had and the
mm.
shows that he did, he came
That
in
was such a
condition.
shock. 'Cause I remember, like, even seeing not long before he died, I remember there was like a video and photos of him and his kids just outside playing and walking. You figure, you never know what goes through people's minds and they do what they do. But when you think someone's got it all, bright future ahead of them, kids and that, then you hear that, you just like that one.
You-
Because I said, I've been
yeah.
there where I've gone down that rabbit hole and in that split second, I've tried to take my life. And then you figure, fuck, that would have been
I
no
think
Lee
we've
Priest
all,
even.
yeah, I think we've all been in that scenario where you hit you rock bottom and you're like, fuck, man, what's it all for?
Mhm.
You don't know the demons that these people are
Yeah.
fighting,
And that's the thing too. They always say it's selfish, but I said I've been there. When I cut my wrist, I wasn't thinking, is this going to upset my mum? Who's going to miss me? Who's that? It's just
right.
like you just want whatever you're going through to stop, and that's it.
Yeah. No, and I'm glad that you've been through. Listen, I have been my first panic attack, I was 10 years old. And I didn't know what was going on. I was 10. And I
Hmm.
remember trying to tell my parents what was going on, but I couldn't articulate it. I was 10. And I remember telling them, I remember saying, I feel like I'm dreaming. I can't see straight. I feel like I'm dreaming. Everything's blurry. And they didn't even, and you're talking in the 80s, they probably didn't even know what a fucking panic attack was.
Hmm.
Right. And then as I got older and I was diagnosed, and I'm like, then, and the doctor, the first time I was diagnosed when I was about 19, and they're like, when was the first time? And I had to think back, and I was like, I think the first time was when I was 10, you know? And there were times it was rougher than others,
I,
and
I had a bad anxiety one once when, remember that one I had that once? I was having a heart attack and I went to the hospital.
Oh,
I mean, I
that
couldn't
was
even drive the car. I was out in the backyard just walking around. I couldn't be inside. I felt
all of a sudden.
claustrophobic. Then I
Yeah.
got in the car, had to put the car windows down. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to die. I'm like suffocating in the car. It's
Yeah.
just like heart's pounding, just like,
With me,
what's
I
that?
don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I don't know what's worse. I know what you're going through because it happens to me. And you can't cure it. The only thing you could do is extend the time in between panic attacks.
Oh, yeah.
So like I haven't had a panic attack since last spring.
Well, the good thing is if you do know it now and you know the signs,
That's
like I
what it
said,
is.
most of it's up here. And when you
Yeah.
feel it, if you can sort of, okay, I know what's happening, just breathe,
Yeah.
relax, you're not
Right.
going to die.
The
Just, but
problem the
if you
problem is,
try and
yeah,
fight it, that's when it gets.
I don't know what's worse. When I was 19 or 20 and I didn't know what was happening, but now when it happens, I'm like, oh no. Oh no, not again.
But
Not
it's funny that
again.
when it happened to me, now, I said there wasn't even anything that really triggered it. It just came on. I
Yeah.
remember it happened to me when I was at the first Apollon thing in the hotel. The following night, I stayed at Guy's house and that because I was in the hotel. I was even talking to Rachel on the phone. I said, just talk to me. I had the phone there. I
Oh,
had to
I've
go
been through
downstairs.
that. Oh
I was
yeah.
walking downstairs around the foyer. The woman says in the foyer, you need to go to your room. I said, I can't. I'm having anxiety. She goes, you need. I said, well, you're not my mother. I said, call
Yeah.
the police. I'm a guest at a hotel. I'll walk around if I want.
That's right.
So finally, now I'm all pissed off. I go back to my room. I'm like, fucking sending me to my fucking room in a
Yeah.
hotel. And that now I'm talking to Rachel. So as I was talking to her, it kept my mind off thinking about it. But I mean, like, my body felt like it was crawling, my skin was crawling, sweating, and just like,
Yeah.
oof. I just woke up out of the blue. I was just sleeping, just woke up. I was like, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, it's horrible. It really
it's
is
like a
because
burst of adrenaline. It's like the adrenaline
yes.
just wouldn't stop pumping.
And what happens when I get it is that it could last a couple of days and it's not a massive panic attack. It is just this steady anxiety. And
Mm.
it's like, and I know I have to force
But you
through
get
it.
that feeling too, where it's just like adrenaline. Your body's just like you gotta, I gotta get. It's like you want to jump out of your skin. You just feel like,
Yeah, I've
it's like,
had I feel I would get shortness of breath.
mhm.
I would get
But it's almost
uh
like you fucked up in the head too. You'll start walking this way. You're like, where I'm going. Then I start walking
oh
this way. But
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like, it's
you
like I
have
don't
a
even
yeah, you
like
can't
you
think
can't.
straight.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It's a
no.
blur. It's a blur. You can't think straight.
Yeah.
And here's what a lot of people don't know. There's a difference between being depressed because something terrible happened in your life and you're
Mhm.
upset and you're sad. And then there is me where you actually have a chemical imbalance because there was no reason for me to have a panic attack at 10. Like I had a good childhood. My parents had problems, but they never told me about it.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
look,
I didn't
but knowing
know.
you as long as I've known you, I'm not a psychiatrist, but it all stems back to the thermometer.
Yeah, I think so.
You're welcome.
The ball grabbing and the thermometer thing.
That and the water bottle enema. That's it. That's it.
Yes.
Somehow that did something to your mind at a young age, and it's like you tried to block it out, but
You want
sometimes
to
it
talk about
creeps back.
anxiety? Do you know how fucking nervous I would get when my mother would break out that orange water bottle, the hot water bottle?
I would too.
Was
I would
it
too.
too
Knowing the hose is
bad?
coming up my ass with hot water. I'll be-
So I
hey,
would
that
be
might be
like,
it.
oh
Hey,
no,
think back
oh
now.
no.
Think back. You said that orange water bottle. Think back now to your panic attacks. Did you see the color orange
Oh,
before you fuck?
boom.
It could be the trigger. The orange color could be
Yeah,
the
one time I
trigger.
went to a Met game and their colors are blue and orange, and I was a fucking shit show.
Ah! You ran out of the
Oh
stadium, shit your
God.
pants.
This is why you and I get along so well. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, Big Lee.
Hello,
I
hi,
tell you,
Steve. Hi, hello.
hello. What's that cat's name?
That's Kylo. He's the
Kylo.
love. He loves
I,
me.
I I have a lump like that, but it's a 110-pound Concord Corso that
Yeah,
thinks it's a
they're
fucking
outside. The
Lapras.
bigger lumps. The bigger lumps are outside.
Yeah, yeah. So I am still. I know I tell you this every time we do a show, but I am very excited about Nashville.
Yes, it should be a good
I am
weekend. Like I
very
said, it's going
excited.
to be. I know, like I said, Jay will be there. Brian, have you ever met Brian Shaw? He's a great guy.
I've never met him. I obviously I know who he is.
Yeah, very,
But
very nice guy.
I
Very
did
nice guy.
message Sid, and again, I think I messaged him yesterday. I said, please get me the details for the hotel Because
I
I want
don't
to
think
stay
we
in the
got that.
same
I
hotel you
think,
guys
yeah,
are staying in, you
we
know?
haven't got our ticket. I know we're doing that soon. So yeah, yeah. And
So,
everything's in walking distance. It's so good. And I
yeah.
forget what gym we went to. The gym was only like 2 blocks away too. It's a nice gym.
All right, good. Because I want to stay in the same hotel you guys are staying in
Of course.
so that we could fucking hang out and go to the room and drink and get fucked up. You know what I
And
mean?
knock on doors and run down the hallway.
Yeah, yeah. And steal people's room service,
Yeah.
things like that.
Did you ever do that when you probably wouldn't, but if you didn't stay in a hotel? But I remember dining for some Olympias and I'd be going to the show, walking down the hallway and I look down the tray and I'm like,
Oh,
someone left half a chocolate cake, you motherfuckers. I'm like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't know how good you got, or you see like a pile of half-eaten French fries. I'm like, what the fuck, you bastards?
Again, on a very small scale, I know what you went through. On a
I'd be out
very,
walking
very
on the
small.
street and I'd see a chip packet in the gutter. I'm like, oh, chip packet. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like,
On a very small scale, I
that's why I
remember.
said bodybuilding is so mental more than physical. It's
I remember
crazy.
getting green tea and dumping a bunch of Splendor in there
Oh yeah.
just to have something sweet, but it never did
I was
anything
like
if it
that at the
wasn't actually.
firehouse. I'd always get like iced tea at the firehouse. And the longer the diet went on, one equaled, then two equals, three equals, four equals. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
make it
yeah,
short.
yeah,
And then I
yeah.
got that. And then all of a sudden, forget what year it was, Crystal Light came out. And this was
Oh,
like, oh, Crystal Light, no calories,
yeah,
different
yeah.
flavors. Oh my God. It was like and then the spray, I can't believe it's not butter come out. I'm
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
spraying it on my vegetables.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the truth, man.
Someone's like, the chemicals in it might kill you. I'm like, who gives a shit? I'm taking steroids. You think I'm worried about the fucking butter?
Yeah, 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 yeah. They're like, oh, that spray is no good for you. The sucralose is no good for you.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
is
oh
the
yeah. That's like
aspartame is a killer,
that's like when I
really?
said I always drink tap water in California. Leave the chemicals in the water. I'm like, didn't you just get your roids from Mexico? What the fuck's in them? Shut up. It's like,
Yeah, I'm on 1,000 milligrams of testosterone. Don't worry about it. Jesus
from
Christ.
Mexico, made in someone's bathtub, and you're worried about the chlorine in the water.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's unbelievable.
I know.
All right, Big Lee. Once again, thank you, man. Much love and respect to you
Thank you.
always.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I'll probably text you tomorrow, as I
That's
always do.
Friday here tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, you're a day behind still.
Yes, so it's Thursday night here, and it's Friday by you, right? No, it's Wednesday night here. It's Thursday by you.
Yeah, I gotta say that means it's already Friday here.
I'm a
Always had
little
me come.
fucked up. Yeah.
But I want you to know
Yes.
I've got a lotto ticket and I could be winning the 30 million tonight.
Oh. Can you send me a Young LA workout shirt if you win?
Actually, I've just Sid sent me a thing. I got another couple of boxes coming. So actually, when I come to Nashville, I'll pack some in for you because
Nah, I'm
I
only
got.
busting your balls,
I
man. You
mean,
don't have to
no,
do
I'm
that.
serious. I can see now. I got these doors here and the windows are here.
Oh, I
can,
got my first Young LA shirt actually.
but I
I
can see
ordered.
my young LA clothes packed up halfway up the wall here
Oh
in like
God.
3 piles wide. I got no room in cupboards anywhere to put them. So,
I ordered I got
oh, you told me that
the
the cut off.
jean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered that one. I got it a couple days ago. It's pretty cool.
Because I still got some golds ones. I don't even know what's in them there. It's like I'm not going to undo them because I got nowhere to put them. It's like, now what do I do?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I do have.
Fucking
There are some young LA jersey tops there too. I can bring one for you.
thank you, sir.
The only problem is they're like oversized and they keep sending me double X. I said the oversized shit, just send me XL.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
said
yeah.
that the last 3 times and I'm still getting double X's. So
Yeah. I prefer a double X because I like it over, especially in the gym. I like it oversized.
well, it is. Hello, this is the old cat.
Oh,
Hello.
oh, wow. Okay. All right, Big
She's
Lee.
the one that
Thank
was
you,
on the
brother.
street.
Oh, and there's another
Hello.
one. How many cats do you have?
7.
Jesus.
That's
Really?
right. Fucking pussy
Wow.
magnet.
All right, Big Lee. I'll talk to you soon, man. I'll text you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right,
Take
later,
care.
bro.